Hey, welcome everyone. Let me get some things set up here. If I can get it all right. Yeah, there we go. How are you all today? I'm just moving things around here. So good morning. I know it's been a while since we've done a coffee with the skipper. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Gravy. Good morning, uh, SFC retired Richardson. What's SFC stand for? Um, oh, I see. We got Max Lab in here. Oh, thank you, Cora. Well, welcome. Cora, here, I'll turn the camera a little bit. You can see my maps. So if you want, for fans of the show, what I do is I put a pin in where you live. If you'd like to be, oh, it's Sergeant First Class. Okay, I was wondering if you were like State Highway Patrol or something. But Cora, if you'd like to be on the board, just leave in the comments where it is that you live, and uh, we we'll have that on there. How do you folks like my border? So the last show we discussed this border. Obviously, I'm changing the way everything looks, and that was one of the changes I made. I'm trying to get rid of that glare right there in the doorway. There we go. That here, and then I'll close this up a bit. You guys don't want to see in the bathroom, but I sound like I'm underwater. Hold on here. You know what it is? It's probably the wrong mic. Let's check. Properties. No, it is the right mic. Let me turn it up a bit. How's that? Does that sound a little bit better? Maybe I'll reposition it too. But yeah, microphone settings look good. So if they're New Franklin, Akron, Canton. I've been to both Akron and Canton. We used to work for the University of Toledo. Played in the Rubber Bowl back when that was still around, and been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Man, my goatee looks messy today. Will I be doing a... Oh, we got some in Indianapolis. Okay, so let me write these down. So, hold on here. New Franklin, Ohio. I'll be going to Ohio here in a couple weeks, not very long. Indianapolis, okay, so I've got those. Hold on here. When you adjusted, it sounded better for a second. It shows, yeah, everything's looking good. Whoa, something's, oh, I know what it is. Okay. I can turn the mic up more. Does it sound far away? There we go. How's that? A little bit better? I'm just checking out everything here. So I'm doing some new stuff. Now that I've had time to sit with OBS, I've gotten things set up. So that's why the new look. I was called out last night by a good friend of mine. There's videos I've been editing that I need to get out there, so I apologize for that. I am home today, so hopefully I can get through those. The problem with those is it requires my attention, and I get ADHD. Like, I'll sit here and be like, "Ooh, I want to change this. I want to change this," and then, "Oh, we talked on X. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I apologize. I wasn't getting the connection." Here's the thing about X. DM me on X whenever you need a retweet on stuff, because people, it amazes me they still don't understand how X works. If you like things on X, X actually suppresses, they will suppress likes and they will increase likes. So what I always tell people to do is retweets and comments, always put things in people's timelines. So if you ever need a retweet from me, just DM me, be like, hey, retweet this, I'll push it out. So yeah, damn, I'm already low in coffee. It's because I set things up. Did you guys like the bumper? Um, Here, I'll show you guys the bumper. Did you like that? Because that was a thing that I set up this morning. My cat is trying to get into the... Hey! Hey! Get out of there. He's trying to get into the toilet for some reason. Crazy cat. Yeah, I also set up a little bumper that, like, when I go get coffee, I'll be able to put it up on screen, and you guys will be able to watch it, and that way you're still entertained. You're not watching a, dead air or just the camera looking at nothing. I do have the starting soon screen, but I do want that. I've been having fun with that, but I do like that being a part of, like, as I'm setting up all my stuff. At least you guys can know, okay, the show's going to be starting, and I still have some time, because what I'm doing there is I'm normally retweeting, putting it into various Facebook groups. And I'm sorry, Max Lab, I forgot that I didn't answer your question about the town hall. I may do something with that. I don't know yet. I haven't made it all the way. I started watching last night, and I didn't make it all the way through the town hall meeting. I did end up in bed early, so I was up early this morning. But I do have some things I need to get done today, that I'll be working outside for. So I might do something with it. I might. I got people sending me some tweets. I'm just checking to see if it's anything that would be good for. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I can put on the show. Maybe I will. I love being able to show you guys stuff that ends up in my Twitter feed, but some of it also is very much stuff that I can't show on YouTube or Facebook. Is the sound better now? I did try to adjust this, and I do have the soundboard.
Dad, what are you doing? It's Shark Week.
Soundboard's up and running. Everything doing good with that. I'm like, doing this whole thing with OBS. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty well organized. We got stuff going. So yeah, I'm liking stuff. Okay, let me pull up a couple things. Just because I do like, as you guys know, I do like showing you guys the news and stuff that I read in the mornings. Especially when it comes to military and veteran stuff, because a lot of people just, especially civilians, just don't understand so much of the stuff that we deal with. Let's see, can I get rid of this? There we go. There we go. I have to got to move things around so that I can actually see. I'm looking for another thing so I can add a fourth monitor, and that fourth monitor is just going to be the stuff that I have to have open that I just throw to the side. So yeah, that's what I have there. Let's see. Loved all your info and live with. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of things out there that even the big guys who talk about VA claims that they just won't tell you about. So, it's good to talk to veterans. These are all things I learned from other veterans. And, some of them are a little bit shady. I'll admit that. But, they're all things that we can benefit from. And once you start learning how the VA operates, you're like, okay, yeah, this is just a big scam. And we can, we can get around all this. But I'm glad that, okay, like with Cora, I'm glad that I can teach a non-veteran these things. So then you can see how the VA incentivizes people doing shady stuff. Um, you know, that's the way it's built. So I talked a little bit about it. One thing I want to do for the nonprofit is I've been working on the rules for a veteran board game. And I talked a little bit about it in the thing. It's called Benefits Battlefield. I got to get some ammo cans because I think putting it into an ammo can is fun and unique. I was thinking about using little army men as the guys. Because I know a lot of people, they were talking about different things, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do too much with stuff that I was like, this is kind of not exactly the way I want it to see. Like for like the guys, and I'm still trying to find someone who's artistically minded to help me build a like a good board, because there's obviously things that veterans have, but the whole thing about the game is to show how the VA incentivizes people making claims, and also how it screws people over continually. I'll always support my vets. It's my pleasure. We owe you all so much, and that's why I always say thank you for being worth serving, because it's people like you that make it all worth it. Make all my years of service worth it. It's funny because, as you guys know, I was a logistics officer, and yesterday I got a DAV helped out the most. Yeah, I found out of all the service organizations, the DAV is the one that has the best ratings, and that's because that's all they do is VA claims. That's it. That's all they really do. But yeah, I was approached by someone who I have a lot of respect for, and he wants me to take a job back in safety because I've got so much experience. And because of where the position is, I had not demands, but I said, look, if these criteria are met, I'll probably do it. Chutes and ladders, or more like a Monopoly board. I want it to look more like a Chutes and Ladders board. Actually, Candyland is kind of my inspiration. I want a tattoo shop, obviously a veterans hall, the VA itself, a VA hospital. That's the type of things, and I want it to be very cartoony because I am, in a way, mocking the VA. I do have to be careful, and I've already written out all the rules to it. I have to print off the cards to it, and I'd like to do some mock-ups. I did have one veterans group who does a lot of gaming online who suggested that I create the board game for online play, so that way I could play with veterans online. But I want to find. I got to create a process so that I can create this game, so that I can start selling it through the web page. And also so that so I can sell it through the web page, and then also so that I can take it to game companies and see if maybe one of them would pick it up. And the VA deserves to be mocked. Yeah, and that's exactly what the game does. And when I've shown the game to veterans, they're like, "Oh my God, this is both hilarious and true." And it's hilarious because it's true. It's all the crap that we go through. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, one is your medical records are being digitized and your claim has been put on hold. Lose a turn. I know veterans were that exact thing. They made claims and then gotten a letter that, oh well, we're digitizing your records, so yeah, you're gonna have to wait. Uh, Glad your DAV is more than just a bar. Does the DAV have bars? I've never heard of a DAV post. Now for the VFW and American Legion, yeah, I've heard of their posts. I've only heard of the DAV having offices. If they have a bar, I mean, I'd be interested. AMVETS, they have bars. In fact, not far from me is an AMVETS that it's an all-female chapter. They helped me out the office at the VA. DAV sent me to the CVSO. The county VSO? They didn't have a VSO? That's weird. Here's the thing. Contact the national DAV too, because but it also could be maybe they just don't have a VSO near you. Because that's the other thing. All this is volunteer. So as I always tell people, you get what you pay for. And it also is, it's, yeah, go to the state or national. Yep. But, a lot of times they do want someone local. You don't have to work with someone local. You can work with someone national. You can work with someone within the state. Now everything is digital. In fact, with all these service organizations wanting to push out these contingency places, that's one thing I don't understand is why are they, sorry, this is like weird. I don't understand why they don't just try to digitize everything. The VA is digitizing everything. That just goes to show you how behind the times so many of these things are and these systems that are set up. My DAV is just a bar and they give rides, but their drivers aren't that great. That's a friend of mine. She used to run a thing called SOS here, and she would give rides to the military people from the base to the airport. She ran into funding issues, and now the USO is trying to do it, but it's a big thing. And I've had people say, for Veteran Nation, well, you should drive people down to Loma Linda, which is where our VA is. That's a bit of an issue too. All this stuff takes funding. That's why I'm keeping my 501c small until I can get the big stuff. Once I have like long-term funding, that's when you'll see me start doing stuff like that. But what do you guys think about the border here? I redid the border. I took out the teal and I went with the distressed gray. That's part of the background. Do you guys like that better? Let me know, because yeah, it's I'm trying to make this as visually good for you guys as possible. Oh, okay, I got. But yeah, so that's the issues. The big thing also, these service organizations, they got the PAC Act signed, and everybody patted each other on the back. But now the PAC Act expired. If you hadn't applied by 30 September 2023, yeah, it's the Army-style olive drab. You like that one better, Gravy? And I think it makes the teal jump out more on the things where I've got the teal. But yeah, I've got the PACT Act. Why did it expire? That's what I ask people. I'll tell you what my not a theory, but what I really believe is why they have it expire. Because Congress wants us coming back to them, because they want to have these little wins and say, look what I did for the veterans. But we have to keep lobbying and we have to keep doing this work. It's really frustrating. I dumped the VFW and went to the DAV and got my 100%, not slamming the VFW. Believe it was the person. Yep, you're absolutely right, Thomas, and that happens so many times. I've talked about it. My first claim took me 2 years to get, and I had a good VSO. He just was helping too many people, so he was too busy. and he didn't have the time to dedicate to mine. Numismatic, welcome, welcome. Our resident Canadian. But yeah, that's what I discovered with this stuff. So, you know, it's very frustrating. Um, I do have to hit up the guys that we're doing the joint letter on. They've sent me some good feedback, and I'm going to be updating it today. I don't want to show it publicly until I'm thinking the third draft, so that way you guys can understand what we're doing with this letter. But yeah, to me, it's an important letter, and it's an important thing. This is exactly, when I started this show, what the things we're talking about today is exactly what I wanted to talk about, but I knew I needed to build an audience first, because it's things that are very nuanced. So I had to find where my people were. I had to find you guys. Just getting ready to meet up with my OSI group for tea. Oh, well, tell them all we said, good morning and thank you for everything that they do. I am going to retweet out this live right now, and I'm going to post it in a couple of my groups. Well, I got you guys here. Boom. So there's one, and here's the other one. Now, I'm going to put the bumper on real quick because I'm going to go refill my coffee. I'll be right back, guys.
This video is about service dogs and what you can ask someone who has a service dog. There's only 2 questions legally you can ask. The first one is your dog a service dog? The second question, what task is your service dog specifically trained to provide? Anything else is technically illegal and harassment. Now, anyone with a service dog, feel free to ask them questions. We would much rather be asked questions than be told that we're wrong or that we're doing something illegal. Remember, if we have a service dog, we live this life. We're very familiar with the laws. And you don't want to cause someone with a disability to have some type of anxiety or panic attack that could significantly affect their health.
There we go. What do you guys think? What do you think of the bumpers? Triple the grounds. So that was actually, that bumper of the coffee, I have an echo in the service dog clip. Okay, thank you. That could have been because I had my thing on, but I'll take a look at that. I appreciate it. The bumper, the coffee you guys saw, Indies Coffee sent me, that was maybe a year and a half ago. They sent me some samples, and I did some reviews on their coffee, and they have excellent coffee. Veteran known place out of Texas, a fellow Marine veteran owns it, but yeah, they sent me those samples, so I trust me, I do put more grounds than that in my coffee, but yeah, they had good coffee, so that's where I got all that for. And so with the bumpers, you want the screen to change every 2.8 seconds, so people stay engaged. So that's why I did that. I will play around with the service dog one and try to figure out what that audio is. But as I think you guys can see where I'm going with stuff. That's Willie Mays died yesterday. I don't know if you guys heard that. The Say Hey Kid. That's but yeah, that's the bumpers that I'm doing. I'm slowly making this thing. Now that I'm producing all on my lonesome, I'm making this a little bit nicer. So, any suggestions, constructive criticism, always, always, always welcome. I'm looking here to see if there's any good veteran news. See if there's anything that you guys want me to. Al Gray, Marine Commandant Al Gray's personal items set up for auction. Interesting. Military. Okay, this is a good one. Hold on here. Let me. So military spouses can recoup up to $1,000 in business costs after moves. This is a new one. I have not read this. Military spouses can now be reimbursed for up to $1,000 for certain business costs they incur when moving to a new base under policies finalized by all but one of the service branches. Frequent military moves require unique difficulties for business owning spouses who can take significant hits to their revenue or be forced to shutter altogether as they navigate a web of state regulations, bureaucratic delays. Okay. We owe it to them to provide any opportunity, not just to have a job, but to build a fulfilling career. I highly recommend to spouses to create, to start a business. It's in the National Defense Authorization Act, okay. Prompting each branch to craft their own implementation guidelines. The Army announced its new reimbursement policy June 4th, Navy the 29th, Air Force, Space Force finalized their own versions, and of course the Marine Corps is slow because the Marine Corps is probably still arguing about even if it should be there. All right. I'm looking here for more information. Okay, you got to go to the DoD Spouse Education and Career Opportunities Program. So there you go. There's some good information for spouses. Chief used to fill the filter. You could stand a spoon in it. Bigwig asked for a cup. I asked if he wanted cream, sugar, or water. He said no, then spat it all over and called it rocket fuel. Heard the VA added 3 more presumptive cancers for Iraq and Afghanistan. Well, that's all well and good, but you have to have cancer. That's where I get so frustrated. Why are we, for a service member, just start accepting their stuff early so they can get treatment before they get cancer? That's a novel idea, isn't it? But once you get cancer, we'll treat you. Now, I will say this for the civilians not watching: if you are 30% disabled or over, the VA is covering your health care. If you're below that, you have to prove that your condition is connected. So if you have cancer and it's not one that they're going to rate you over 30% for, you have to prove that it's connected to your service. Obviously, cancer should, if you just have cancer, you should be over 30%. But, I'm dealing with veterans right now, helping them, and, yeah, the VA is, oh, well, this isn't service connected. Okay, whatever. Here's another story that I do want to get into because I like showing how effed up this can be. Coast Guard station head fired over harassment claim in action. Okay. Commander of the Coast Guard's largest station was fired June 3rd for failing to follow proper procedures in the wake of harassment accusations in the command. How are we still screwing this up? How many news stories are going to be about sexual harassment and assault, and the commanders keep screwing it up? This is because they don't want to investigate. That is why they're screwing this up. Coast Guard Station New York leader Commander David Ruling was relieved after the service determined that he failed to take certain steps required by Coast Guard policy, which, by the way, annual training every single year. So he's been trained on this for the last 20-some years to address allegations of harassing behavior within the workplace. First District spokesman Lieutenant Samantha Cochran told Military Times in an email, the Coast Guard takes all reports of harassment seriously. No, they don't. No, they don't, because I've been harassed. Well, it's not the Coast Guard, but the Marine Corps. I've been harassed. You all see it. I was attacked. I was physically attacked by 29 Palms G8, Assistant Chief of Staff. And that was almost a year ago, and they still haven't done anything about it. And once I get to where court, we had court on the May 30th, and they delayed it again until August. So once that court hearing is done, you all will see the video of me kicking that son of a bitch's ass. But you don't attack a veteran from behind. You shouldn't attack anybody. And if you're an assistant chief of staff that's attacking someone, you're a piece of shit. And you shouldn't be an assistant chief of staff. Works directly for the general. Hal Sellers is his name. Look him up. Retired colonel. Sorry, that's my thing. Lieutenant Commander Robert Garris from the Coast Guard's Office of Boat Forces will serve as the station's interim commanding officer until Lieutenant Commander Greg Johnson assumes command of the station in September. So they already have his replacement. That means the guy that they relieved was already set to be relieved on your normal schedule. So they already have a commander that Congress has screened and said, yes, this is going to be the next commander. He's given the special trust and confidence. So this guy was already in what we call twilight. He was already looking that he was going to go to his next post or retire, or next position and retire. But so yeah, they already had someone on deck. Ruling, whose dismissal was officially listed by the service as resulting from a loss of confidence and ability to fulfill the expectations of his position, was reassigned to Coast Guard headquarters in Washington. Yeah, they need to start actually court-martialing these commanders. When these commanders screw up, you need to court-martial them. If they're not scared, then there's no point in any of this. Captain Daniel Mode, Catholic priest and service's top chaplain, was relieved of his command in April after allegations surfaced that he failed to act upon learning of another chaplain's sexual misconduct prior to joining the military, the report found. Okay, well, that's not really related to this, but again, it's still the big problem. So, let's see. I'm getting caught up on your guys' thing. It costs them too much for preemptive care. They just deal with it once it's too late. Yeah, that's what they're doing, but that's why families, when your service member is denied something, that's why you need to sue. Make it cost them so much that preemptive care costs the less. All sexual cases need to be removed from commanders and assigned to an outside agency. Well, sexual assaults have been. Sexual harassment needs to be. And it's because they keep screwing it up. And they keep screwing it up because we're not holding them accountable. They need to be scared of this stuff. Service members are scared of getting a DUI. Why? Because they have made it a culture where if you get a DUI, you know your career is essentially done. And they need to do the same thing with sexual harassment. Or commanders who screw up sexual harassment cases, as in this one. Because until they don't, the same thing is just going to keep going over and over. Great conversation, everyone. Thank you for having me. Godspeed. Yeah, thanks. We appreciate having you here. And like I said, DM me on Twitter. I love being able to retweet your guys' stuff. Good morning, Chris. Hey, everyone. I've got my Veterans Before Illegals coffee mug here. You can get that right up here at veterannationfoundation.com. I believe it's $13 for this mug right here. And unlike a lot of the other stuff, this one, a significant portion does come back to us. I want to say $5 comes back for every mug that you guys buy. Do you guys prefer the coffee mugs? I've got the t-shirts, but if you prefer the coffee mugs, or there's other stuff I can put too. There's flags, there's stickers. I don't know what you guys want. So, any input and criticism is welcome. I do have my thing there of here. I'll show you guys Veteran Nation Foundation. You like the mugs? Yeah, the mugs. I think they're an easy thing. So here's Veteran Nation. Okay, so this is the mug that I'm drinking. I'll be honest, I don't like the position of it, but now that I know that they do that, I'm going to reposition it a little bit differently. This is the 29 Palms. This is an actual review from 29 Palms. 1 out of 5 stars. You can find better leaders in a kindergarten classroom. Here's the Veterans Before Illegal shirts. I only have that. I should probably add more colors to that shirt, but right now it's just that one. Here's Keep Calm and Think About the Roman Empire. Obviously, our shirt. Oh, this one, I do have this shirt. I got to get more stuff of it. I'll design you some stickers. So I do a pretty good, like all these, I designed. Not all of the warriors walk on 2 legs. I got to get that to a good friend of mine. For the ladies, I got to get more shirts for the ladies. So I've got the, this is my rape whistle. I've got that one. Obviously, I've got it in a cutoff too for the ladies. Here's my Alec Baldwin's Old West Justice. Oh, you got the Veterans Before Illegal shirt? Yeah, you know what? I did see that, Gravy. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So yeah, Alec Baldwin with his teardrop tattoo, telling everyone they need to comply. We've got Mr. Rogers, Wrong Neighborhood. Yeah, I need to get I do have a hoodie, but if you want any of this stuff in hoodies, it's really easy for me to put this stuff. This is from the Coffee Bean. If you guys remember the Coffee Bean Club member, I gotta order that one. I forgot that. Yeah, when I did the shirts, they put them that way. So I'm gonna probably change this one so that this is more along the side, a little bit more traditional. But here for those of you in the Army who are at Fort Polk, another actual review, most depressed duty station in America. This is where all of your hopes and dreams come to die. So yeah, I created that one with the alligator, and then of course we've got Camp Lejeune. Stay hydrated with the water at Camp Lejeune. Veterans Affairs, welcome. Good morning. So this is what we have over at VeteranNationFoundation.com. Everything that you buy there, we do get a portion of the proceeds back, and it all comes back, and we're able, like I get it out as soon as I can. A lot of times I like to do gift cards. Because while veterans really love cash, it becomes very hard for me to account for cash. So if I put it into a gift card, I get that receipt. Yeah, we lose a little bit of money with the service fees, but and the other thing is, if a veteran needs money now and they're across the country, obviously I can Zelle because I do have that ability. But I've had a couple be like, no, I don't have Zelle, so just give me the gift card information, then they order online what they need. I went through a tropical storm at Fort Polk. Yeah, a friend of mine is not too far from there, so when I showed her that, she was like, yep, that's about everyone's take on it. So if you guys would, please share out VeteranNationFoundation.com. Let people know about all that merchandise that we got on there. And if there's something I should put on there, like I do want to put, I'm thinking either Naval Station, Diego Garcia, or Lemoore, but I've been trying to find some good quotes about those. So, I'm still looking for those. Nope, that's not. Just looking at the news here. Let's see. I'm closing out all these things here. One catch. There's a bunch of non-stories here. Things that I'm like, it's like, who cares? So I'm not trying to give you guys dead air. I'm just trying to like get rid of some of this stuff. Woody Harrelson reveals Ted Danson treated him. Who cares? I don't care. Okay. Here we go. This is sorry, wrong window. And get the news. No, Selective Service Registration Bill doesn't reinstitute draft. Fact check. Okay. A June 16th Facebook video shows a man claiming America has reinstituted draft. U.S. forcing men to go to the military. Men ages 16 gotta go. The post garnered more than 4,000 shares in 2 days. Our rating is false. This is a misrepresentation of the bill passed by the House of Representatives that would automatically register men between the ages of 18 and 25 for selective service. The bill does not draft or automatically enlist anyone. It simply makes registration automatic instead of requiring each person to do it individually. Guess what? That's a step towards the draft, you moron. I hope they strip it out, but it absolutely is a movement towards the draft. And to say that it's not, you're being intellectually dishonest. It's absolutely. Why do you want them to be automatically entered? Why? It's because they're realizing that all the crap they want to do, the force is dwindling because no one is buying into their BS and no one wants to be recruited anymore. So they're not meeting their goals. What are they going to do next? They're going to put in the draft. Absolutely, this is a step towards that. Fort Hood got a name change. Just found out about that. Yeah. Forget what it was, but yeah, I did hear about that. Here's the thing: when they rename these bases, they give them stupid names. So how about that automatic draft for 18 to 26? Yeah, that's exactly what. All it is just one more bill that says, oh, now they're going to be drafted. And guess what? Then the draft is back. I'm copying the address. Yep, Are you talking about VeteranNationFoundation.com? Purple, blue, and pink hair to the front of the line. But this is where I get all these people who come at me about veteran issues, and they're like, oh, well, this side did this. Look, and that was a Democrat who put that into the bill, but it was passed. So Republicans passed it too. It's not a Democrat-Republican issue. They are both trying to screw us over. Absolutely they are. And the people who are trying to screw us over, we need to highlight those people. And especially now, because it is election season coming up, we need to get those people out. So hold on here. I can tell you the Democrat's name that put that into the bill. It's going to take me a moment here, so please be patient. I'm going the wrong way. That's the problem. I save all this stuff on my phone, and my phone gets so full. I just got to find a better way to save stuff on this. Okay, there I went too far. So it was Representative Chrissy Houlihan, a Democrat out of Pennsylvania, it was led by Rep. Chrissy Houlihan. That's the one who put this into the bill. So we need to highlight her as bad for veterans. Absolutely horrible for veterans and young people. I had blue hair before the nasty apes decided to do it. So did my grandma.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, I wonder which part of Pennsylvania she's from. Probably from Philly. Here. I'm looking it up right now. Pennsylvania, 6th Congressional District. Okay, here, I'll put this up for you guys to see. Yep, it's outside of Philadelphia. So it's Chester County, Berks County. Is it Bucks County? No, just Berks, it looks like. So, yeah. And the good thing is Scott Pressler is doing a lot of stuff to get Republicans and Patriots registered here. So hopefully we can highlight her. I'll do some tweets about it today. And Scott does follow me on Twitter, so hopefully he will retweet what I put. I'll tag him. You're in Lancaster County. Okay, yeah. So that okay, yeah. You're just one over. But yeah, we need to highlight her. In fact, I'll start looking up what posts are in that county. But if we work together and we retweet each other, and if we do letters, all the stuff that I've been pushing that we do, if we get organized, we can absolutely put a lot of pressure on these people. But yeah, we should. What should our hashtag be? Stop the draft. Because if we're going to focus on her, that's what we should do, and we should also find who's running against her. Actually, here, let's look it up right now. Ballotopedia. Here, I'll show you guys so you can. Our Rhino, aka Smucker, is just as bad as her. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Republicans. There are some people who tell me Republicans are good on veteran issues. Really, it depends on both Democrat and Republican. Depends on them. Like my congressman is pretty good, but the Democrat congressman in one district over is better. Hashtag stop the draft. Yeah, that's what we should do. We need to get rid of the Secretary of the Army too. How can you put someone in there that isn't a veteran? Right. I say we make them take the same pay as the minimum wage in their district. Well, here's the thing. I would do that if they're voting against military pay. So who's running against her? So Neil Young. So let's find out. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to do hashtag stop the draft, but we also need to tag Neil Young. And if we do that, he's going to then retweet all that, and that's how we get momentum. And believe it or not, folks, it doesn't take a lot of retweets and a lot of pushing this stuff to make it go viral. So I will, you know what? I believe I might be able to switch the, description of this. Stream information, can I? I'll try it out here. No, wait, yep. I'll add hashtag stop the draft. There we go. Updated. I don't know how well it's going to update since we're live streaming. Some it might not. I could see Twitter being a problem. YouTube, I think, would update pretty good. But hashtag stop the draft. So here, let me go ahead. Here, I do want to get her picture. This is how I do all this stuff. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to do it off here. So, snipping tool. Where did that? Okay. New. Okay. File. Save as. Houlihan. And we'll save it right there in the pictures. Boom, boom, boom. And okay, I'm gonna hold on here. I'm gonna remove this to over here because I don't want you guys, if there's something nasty on the Twitter, because sometimes people put some nasty stuff on my Twitter feed. We'll get this going. Okay, so the Twitter feed looks good. So there's the Twitter feed. So picture. Pictures. Houlihan. This is she is the one who is pushing for the military draft to be reinstated. Let's all push her opponent. And his name was it Neil Young? Here, I'll put this tab back in there. Back up here. Because I thought it was Neil Young because I thought it was like the singer. Yep, Neil Young. So look Neil Young Congress Twitter. Oh, which one is he? Neil Young Congress PA. Okay. Okay, neilyoungforcongress.com. So let's look up. Does he have his Twitter? And yeah, here's his Twitter. His Twitter is Neil Young for PA. At Neil Young for PA. Hashtag stop the draft. What's the hashtag support squad for you all, so you all can find it quite easily. At Scott Dressler. Oh, what is it? Hold on, I gotta look up his Twitter. Yes. Oh, the persistence. I was using two. There he is. So there we go. That's how we do this. I'm gonna. Oh, we're over the limit. So how many more do we got? There, we'll do alarm. So there we go. And that's how we do all that. So now you all, if you have Twitter, did I tweet out the thing wrong? Oh, what did I do? Back. Oh, it must be, okay. So my name on Twitter is at RealVetNation, right there. That's my Twitter at. But I do, when it's stuff I want you guys to assist with, I do try to do hashtag support squad, either in the main tweet or Chrissy looks like a dude. She does look kind of scary, doesn't she? Like that's not, yeah. That's not a face you brag to your buddies about, if you know what I mean. Uh, Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's. And then what I'll do is I'll on the Instagram. Hold on, I'll do the same thing on Instagram. I will uh, take a screenshot of that tweet. Where's that tweet? So yeah. Okay, yeah. So, and now I'm going to push that picture of the screenshot I just took. I'm going to push that out onto Instagram. And this is how you get this stuff going viral. Hold on. Instagram doesn't always do things. They do that reducing crap. So then when you try to post it, it doesn't frame it correctly, and you're losing stuff. Post. So now it's out on the Instagram. Stop. Draft. Hashtag support squad. And let's do hashtag Neil Young for Congress. There we go. And now his campaign, they're just going to take that and be like, oh yeah, thanks for the free stuff, for the free help. And so you guys, you're liking it and retweeting. Retweet it. Don't like it. Retweet it or comment, because when you do either of those, it puts it in people's timelines. If you just like it, all we're getting is views. But the thing is, the views aren't going to go very much further than what you do. Whereas if you like it or if you comment and retweet, it's going to put it up in front of other people's stuff. So this is how we get these horrible people out of Congress. We have to push the issues. Okay, we pick up what issues we want that are important to us, and then we question them and we push it very hard in front of them. We go, like Chris, if you wanted to go viral, go to one of her town halls and ask her, why are you pushing a military draft? And when she says no, you take that video and say, well, she's the one who pushed this bill. She's lying to us. That's how we do this. And then we'll also hashtag it with, obviously, stop the draft. That's how we get momentum on a lot of this stuff. And yeah, we can get these people, both Democrat and Republican, we'll get them pushed out. The people who are bad for our military, people who are bad for our veterans, we need to get them out. There's no reason for them to be there. I'm looking to see if there's any other stories that we want to talk about. I know we got a little bit sidetracked, but hey, that's what this show is about. It's about stuff like this. I do not give one crap about the WNBA. I'm sorry. People want me to care about Caitlin Clark. I don't care. It's bad basketball. It's horrible. I'll never care. So there's nothing really showing up here. Okay, this might be a little bit interesting of a story. Congratulations, you receive 100 messages, Dave, with Restream Chat. Yay! Yay! I want to go to Hawaii. Yay! Let's see. Police in Oklahoma arrest man accused of raping and killing Maryland jogger last August. Rachel Morin was found raped and killed on a particular jogging trail. DNA led police to arrest a man in Oklahoma accused of the crime. I think I might have seen this. Oh wait, yeah, this is the illegal immigrant, right? Mother of 5, life was violently taken in a public location. Was arrested by police in Tulsa just before midnight on Friday, accused of trespassing in front of a business. We're aware of the murder warrant for Martinez Hernandez, signed in Maryland. See, this is USA Today. They're not going to say that if he's an illegal immigrant. This is how bad the freaking news is. Okay, yeah, El Salvadorian citizen, and see, they're still not saying that he. Oh, right now, can you hear me? Sorry about that. I didn't realize it had shut off. So it probably ran out of juice, so I'm gonna plug that one in. That's the good thing about this. I got these off of Temu, and they come with 2. So uh, send you the link in Discord, Chris. Can't find. Are you talking about my Instagram? Because my Instagram is Vet Nation Show. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Apparently, I think the battery died on this one. Is it charging? See, I've had issues. I see why it's not charging. The charger is not plugged in. Hold on here, folks. Let me get this plugged in so this will charge. That way we don't have this problem again. There we go. All right, there we go. 60 people on here. Hey, everyone watching, if you can like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, help me with the channel. I do appreciate it. Newborn baby was left abandoned on a hot Texas walking trail. Authorities want to know why. A premature baby was found abandoned along the Texas walking trail Saturday, and authorities are trying to figure out who left her there. A couple walking with their child and dogs found the newborn baby on a bridge near cul-de-sac in Katy, around 33 miles west of Houston. They called the sheriff's office about the infant around 9 a.m. Saturday morning, said Juan Garcia with the sheriff's office child abuse unit as a press conference. Deputies showed up, spoke to 2 witnesses who found the baby naked and wrapped in a towel. EMS took the child. This is just sick. Right now, we have an unknown male who dropped the child off location. There may be video footage of the person who dropped off the baby. The baby girl was freshly born, still had placenta attached to her body, he said. Well, that tells me this is going to be a much bigger issue. Hopefully, it's just teenagers who didn't know what they were doing, and I say hopefully because at least then there's some justification that I can understand the situation. But if it's just people who are pieces of crap leaving a baby, I can excuse. I can excuse teenagers not knowing how to maturely deal with a situation. Adults, no. You have a good day, Thomas. Thank you for being here as part of the show. Welcome, Cassie. Cassie, do I have you on the map? Yeah, some people are they've got issues. Cassie, we have our map of all of our fans. If you would like to be added to the map, I do have 2 people that I'm going to be adding to the map today. But I pretty much I track where everyone's watching me from. It actually helps me kind of determine the content, because if I have a cluster of people, like I've got a big group down in Florida and a big group around Western Pennsylvania, Maryland, so I can talk about stories, and it's my little cheat sheet. That's why I do this. Here's another sick story. Let's see how bad this one's going to be. Girl found slain after missing 8th grade graduation, boyfriend charged. So, okay. Missing her 8th grade graduation? Because it says here she's 15. Alania Dickey failed to appear for her 8th grade graduation. Okay, so she was clearly held behind at least 1 year, possibly 2. Because 8th grade is 13/14, so it's possible 1 year. Aaliyah's young life came to an end when police said someone broke into her Lowell home just after midnight. Less than 48 hours, Lowell police charged Trevor Beatty, 21. Okay, if your 8th grader is dating a 21-year-old, that's the freaking problem. So this was clearly a pedophile, clearly probably in a grooming situation. So this is Tewksbury, 5 miles southeast of Lowell, south of New Hampshire state line. So this is in Massachusetts. This is in Massachusetts. That's what it looks like. Tewksbury, Mass. Yep. Okay. So yeah, lots of problems with that story. Definitely, I wouldn't say that's a story of someone with good parenting just by what we were able to watch from that. I'm going to turn on the bumper and I'm going to go get me some more coffee, because this is both low and cold. So I'll be right back. And there we go. See, I like that I can turn on that bumper now. It makes it a lot easier and I think more enjoyable for you guys. Yeah, you failed as a parent if your 15-year-old is dating an adult. I absolutely agree. Absolutely. That's the parents. You're in a wax hall. And see, is that in the Western? You know, one thing I learned, the song "Rocky Top, Tennessee" was actually written by some guys and 2 brothers who were not in Pigeon Forge, but Gatlinburg. They were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, but they were apparently writing about a mountain near that they could see that had no trees, and that mountain is actually in North Carolina, is what it said. I don't know if it's true. That's what I heard, which makes the song "Rocky Top, Tennessee" a little bit funny that they were actually singing about North Carolina. I'm sure people are going to be mad at me about that. I'll get hate from my Tennessee friends. Okay, this is a little bit. It's corner of North Carolina, Tennessee. So okay, so you probably might know the mountain. All right, so Vermont state rep admits secretly to pouring water in colleague's bag for months. This is so passive aggressive. I just have to talk about it. Okay. Vermont legislator issued an apology to her Democrat colleague in front of the Vermont House of Representatives after a hidden camera caught her pouring glasses of water into his bag on several occasions over 5 months. Rep. Marianne Morrissey, who served Bennington, Vermont since 1997, directed her apology to Rep. Jim Carroll, who also represents Bennington, during a recorded House veto session on Monday. I'm truly ashamed for my actions, Morrissey said aloud. I've given my sincere apology to Jim directly and publicly and will be working towards resolution and restoration through our legislative process. It is conduct most unbecoming of my position as a representative and a human being and not reflective of my 28 years of service and civility. This is someone who needs to be kicked out. Okay, this is someone who's been in government way too long. Videos of Morrissey were first obtained by 7 Days through a public records request and show the lawmaker on March 23rd and March 26th quickly pouring water into Carroll's bag after he walked off. It's south of Charlotte, North Carolina, past town called Weddington. Okay. For 5 months, I went through this, Carroll said during the meeting after Morrissey's apology. It was torment, no doubt to it. Unclear why Morrissey poured the water into Carroll's bag. USA Today contacted Morrissey's office Monday evening, but has not received a response. Yeah, you need to step down. You need to step down. Carroll opened to an awkward reconciliation with Morrissey. Carroll told lawmakers during the meeting that Morrissey had a choice to make each time she didn't choose to either drop it or come to me and say, I'm sorry, I screwed up. Let's put our heads together and serve our constituents the way they ought to be. Absolutely. This is such a petty, stupid thing that our elected leaders should be above. Carroll also said he's open down to sitting down with Morrissey to work through their problems, though he acknowledged that it may initially be awkward. There's going to be some work to be done between the two of us. The first time we sit down together, it's going to be kind of awkward, but we have to start somewhere. Carroll installed a $23 spy camera in the hallway pointed at the coat rack outside his committee room. Oh, did you? That's illegal. That's illegal too. Interesting, because Vermont, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let's take a look. I believe Vermont is a two-party consent state. The only thing it is not a two-party consent. Okay, so it's not illegal. I was wrong. I thought it was. Maybe I get the laws in some of those New England places mixed up. You have to be very careful. Like, you can record in public, but you have to be very careful with it because you have to know your state's laws. The only good thing that is, while this technically is a crime, if you believe a crime is going to be committed in every state, you have a right to record. You have a right to record if you have a reasonable belief that a crime will be committed. Statement obtained by 7 Days. Carroll said he was very reluctant to disclose the video because I believe it will deeply embarrass Representative Morrissey. He realized the media aware of the details of Representative Morrissey's behavior and likely will continue to report on behavior in the near future. Okay. I think this woman should step down. That's just, it's so petty. No, 28 years and this is what you do? No, you feel entitled to your seat. That's the problem. That is the problem. Got my Tesla shirt on. Got this on my birthday. I saw Tesla on my birthday several years ago. I saw Tesla. I saw Joan Jett. Here, we'll go into this story here. YouTube, or not YouTube, but USA Today, coming through with lots of good stories today. Block of ice thought to come from plane slams into New Jersey family home. They're grappling with damage to their roof after an ice block randomly crashed in their home. This is going to be about poop and pee, guarantee you. The incident happened at Paul Gomez's home in Patterson, about 15 miles from Newark. Security footage obtained by the outlet shows his family eating in the backyard deck when they heard the ice hit the home, describing it as looked like an iceberg. But the chunk was approximately 300 pounds and sounded like a helicopter, though no one was injured during the incident. Their plane is near a flight path to Newark Liberty International Airport. Contacted the FAA to investigate and assess damage, which is estimated at $20,000. They believe that bathroom stuff was inside the ice. This reminds me of two things. It reminds me of Joe Dirt, where that happened with Joe Dirt, and it also reminds me, if you watch the TV show What We Do in the Shadows, where Colin Robinson, the energy vampire, he ends up with a black eye, and it's because blue ice fell from an airplane onto a classic Ferrari, and parts of it then hit him in the face. If you're being that petty, I'm calling for your resignation. Absolutely, Chris. In fact, I might send some emails on that. I don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah, blue ice is always a great story. So some fun stuff. 60 people in here. If you folks would, please like, share, subscribe. Most of you are on Twitter, so please retweet. I do appreciate it. Hit the retweet button. For those of you on, a bunch of you on YouTube, yeah, please hit the like, and then all of you, please leave a comment. Leave a comment. I do appreciate when you do. Let's see. Is there any more good stories? I love a good blue ice story. I will not lie. Oh damn! Here's another one. Okay, this one might be a bit disturbing to watch. I'm looking at the picture. It's not that bad. This is an acid in the face story, so you're warned. Random woman threw acid in her face. 18 months later, scars fade as impact lingers. So, okay, she does not look that bad. She's healed pretty well. Thank you, Cora. Yeah, thank you for the comment and for the like. Juanita Jimenez, intuition and advice from her father that led to the 21-year-old to pull out her phone and start recording a woman walking extremely close to her on a New York City subway platform in 2022. The woman, later identified as Rodlyn Gravasunde of Georgia, trailed her until they reached the top of the staircase at the Brooklyn train station. Seconds later, prosecutors say she randomly splashed acid in Jimenez's face and fled before she could open her eyes. When she was following me down the whole platform, I acted like I was on the phone. I wasn't talking to her at all. Jimenez recalled during an interview, my dad always taught me, if I see someone getting close, act like you're on the phone and record a video. That's actually really good advice, because people will be more apt to attack you, as you've seen on my videos. If you record someone, some people think that gives them the okay to attack you. If anyone wants to join me on the show today at 4 p.m. Eastern, hit me up. Yeah, Chris does the Sasquatch show almost every day, Sunday through Thursday at 4 p.m. I've been a guest several times. Definitely check out his show. He's primarily on Rumble, but he's got YouTube and Twitter. So follow Chris, CStock1976. So yeah, this dad gave some great advice, that if someone is, you can hit record and then put your phone up to your head as if you're talking. And you can, even if you do need to talk very lightly, act like it's a private conversation. So, ooh, that's a bit rough. But look how well she healed. Her assailant came in the car, causing a disruption in front of other passengers. They both got off the same stop at Winthrop Street. This woman, she definitely was planning to do this. You don't carry around poison. There's been an uptick in violence against women in the city. I want to see what happened to the woman. She was arrested in Atlanta. Fulton County Sheriff announced she would be located at a residence in the city and taken into custody without incident. She was charged just with assault. That should be assault with a deadly weapon. She's on Rikers Island. Why are they? They just are so into not prosecuting people. There should be assault with a deadly weapon. This woman should be going to jail for at least 10 years. Her next court date is June 18th. DM leads the offer for free plastic surgery. Okay. She created a GoFundMe. So here, let's see if link in a new window. So this is her GoFundMe. She's raised $1,000, folks. If you can, here I will put the link to this in the description. Again, I don't know if this is going to update, but if you can, just go give this girl a couple bucks. You know, this is pretty bad. So there, I'm updating the stream information there. Here, let me close this up. Let me tweet out the GoFundMe too for this girl. Really feel for her. So here I'll do support squad. You know what to do. Hashtag support squad. There we go. They're posting her GoFundMe. So please support that young girl who had acid thrown in her face. Fulton County, she's free. No, she's in Rikers. Throw me some ideas, Gravy. I haven't really looked at anything yet. So I am talking with here, let me go back to solo. I'm talking with TC. We're talking about getting the regular show back going. We've been in discussions what we want to do, the changes that we had to make, changes that we want to make. I want to talk about. I think we're going to do a show next Tuesday, and do it. I'm in favor of every other Tuesday. That way, it's not too much of a bear. And next week, I want to talk about why the U.S. will not leave NATO, why it's stupid to do so. It's just one of those things that, you know, a lot of MAGA people that, you know, I'm friendly with, they all believe we should leave NATO, and it's just a bad idea. And we'll go through that on the show, but that's what I want to talk about. We'll see. I'm sure TC is going to want to talk about defending the guard, especially now that they're talking about doing the draft. We got 75 people in here. Everyone, if you would please like, share, subscribe. Please put a comment. If you comment, I'm just as happy with a retweet. Comment, retweet. You can do either one. If you do both, I will love every second of it. But yeah, comments and retweets are what really help get things out there. So yeah, that's. So yeah, we want to get that. We want to get the stream out there. We want to get these links out there, especially the one with going after this rep who's trying to reinstitute the draft. Hashtag stop the draft. Please use that hashtag. We want to get that trending. Please keep posting links to the shows in the Discord, in Chris's Discord. I'll try to. I sometimes I forget. In fact, I will put a link to this tweet in Chris's Discord so people in the Discord know, hey, we want people to like this. There we go. So there we go. If you could please like and retweet that. Sorry, I got a question here that I'm going to answer really quick. So I think we should leave all the overseas ABC agencies. NATO should not be disbanded, and I'll get into that. NATO, like, people only understand one side of NATO, and that's what it's very public function of mutual defense. But NATO, actually, why is this not. There we go. It's not. Sorry, it's not focusing. NATO actually keeps America's working. Short answer. Um, Social convention, right or wrong, versus legality, cognitive dissonance. So we'll get into that when we do the show, because I'm sure, TC being a libertarian, he has, I would imagine, some very, very strong opinions on NATO, and I think it'll be a good debate. And I'm expecting a debate. Wow, we got 82 people in here. Hey, everyone, please like, share, subscribe. I do appreciate like, share, subscribe, and comment. I do appreciate that. Retweet with comments. So that's the problem I do have with X. We still retweet things, even though with X, it's not tweeting anymore. Sorry, I'm helping out a friend right now. Sorry, New York Post did a thing on a viral tweet that was actually stolen from a friend of mine. Brown Snake, who's been a Twitter friend for years out of Australia. He now posts as @BoganFeet because he has very disgusting feet, and we'll post pictures of him. He posted a picture of his pillow that was just totally disgusting. And he did it a couple of years ago, and he got some good stuff, but then this influencer stole the picture and retweeted as if it was hers and went viral. Got over 100,000 likes on it. And it's not her photo. And the New York Post just tweeted about it. So we're trying to let people know, no, that's just a content miner stealing people's content. When I logged into X this morning, it said that my likes were being kept private. Yeah, they're making likes private now. Here's the thing. Everyone's getting mad about it. Trust me, don't care about it. Ignore the likes. The likes are what they suppress. When you go into the For You tab, which I did tweet about the other day, For You tab, we should have the ability to get rid of it. That's where they take people, and they will, if you're getting not the right likes, they will suppress you, and they will then take other people, other content creators, and push them in front of people who follow you. You should always be on the following tab. Don't like stuff. You should comment and retweet when possible. Always comment and retweet, because when you comment and retweet, you show up in those people's timelines, also the timelines of the people they follow. So it actually helps you because you get in front of more people. But if you just like it, it's not doing you anything other than it does give Twitter a clue as to who they should suppress. It's starting to get warm. I have my AC in here, so I'm actually going to close this door. You have to compartmentalize your house when you have the AC on. So in the closet, it's going to get warm, but it'll keep this cool as the day gets super hot. Because it's going to be 95 today, which is cooler than what it was. Let me take a look here. High of 95 today, so it's actually not going to be bad here. It was 102 yesterday. Retweets or comment. Yep, if you retweet and comment, you'll start seeing your follower count go up, and the person who you're retweeting and commenting on, their follower count will go up. Hey, good morning, Mercedes. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you can make today's stream. But yeah, if you're just liking people's tweets, you're not really doing much. They base the algorithm off of likes, and they will take people who have bigger accounts and put them in front of more people, and then they take the smaller accounts and they put them less. So it makes it really hard to grow. So if you're retweeting and commenting, you're going to be growing, and you're going to help whoever you're retweeting and commenting on. You're going to help them grow. And if it's someone that you want to comment on, you don't want them to grow, screenshot their tweet and use that as an image, and then you can talk about whatever the tweet is without giving them the benefit of the comments and the retweets. Chris, I tried to watch your live yesterday, but sadly I couldn't because your live was behind a paywall. Chris has a paywall? I didn't know that. I haven't tried to do any of the memberships on my stuff because I don't know what I would put behind a paywall. I've got some ideas, but I just don't know if it's stuff that people, if it's stuff that they really want to talk about. Could not type in the chat. Is it because you're not a follower? You followed on Instagram? Followed me? Bet Nation Show on Instagram? I appreciate it if you did. A lot of streams you can't comment if you're not a subscriber. I will say that. Mega church pastor resigns after admitting sexual behavior with a young lady. Cindy Clemisher says Gateway Church senior pastor Robert Morris was 21 when he began molesting her when she was 16. Morris, who says he has walked in purity since, has now resigned. What do you want to bet this dude was a youth pastor at one point? I am subbed to him on Twitter. Okay. Yeah, this guy. They should be charging this guy. Clemisher went public with allegations that Morris molested her when she was 12, when he was 21. Yeah, throw this guy in jail. Yep, he's already admitted to it. Yeah, he should be in jail. I've got zero tolerance for pastors, for teachers who are having sex with people underage. You are in a position of trust. I don't care if it comes out later. You are now in a position of trust. No, you go to jail. Jail, right to jail. Talk about the Ukraine war. Let's face it, folks. The Ukraine war is over. It is done with. The thing is, it's a stalemate at this point. Just go into peace talks and say, okay, yeah, we're done. So let's redraw the borders, and there you go. We got 92 people watching. Hey, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you being here. Oh, I did hear about this one. This guy, in fact, I believe he used to work in the Biden administration. Texas politician accused of creating Facebook profile to send himself hate messages. Texas candidate since debunked claims that his opponents and supporters were trying to troll him with racist hate has led to comparisons with Jesse Smollett's staged hate crime. Terrell Perrell, a Fort Bend County Commissioner candidate in Precinct 3. I don't think this is the Biden. So there was just a Biden official who he's no longer with the White House with the same thing. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, a Fort Bend County Commissioner candidate, Precinct 3, was arrested by Texas Department of Public Safety. He was charged with third-degree online impersonation, a felony, and misrepresentation of identity, a misdemeanor. USA Today contacted Texas Public Safety and Fort Bend District Attorney's Office for additional comment. Patel's campaign did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Fort Bend County is about 38 miles from Houston. So a couple stories outside of Houston today. Last September, Patel created a post on his campaign page claiming that he received a slew of hate comments from the supporters of his Republican opponents. Attached to the post were screenshots of alleged messages. As your Democrat candidate for county commissioner, I'm always open to criticism of my policy positions and stances on issues. However, when my Republican opponents' supporters decide to hurl racist, anti-immigrant, Hindophobic, and otherwise disgusting insults at my family, faith, community, colleagues and me, that crosses a line. Arrest documents obtained by KTRK say that the post sparked Patel's Republican challenger, Andy Myers, to ask the DA to investigate the matter. According to the report, Myers informed law enforcement that he was familiar with an account dubbed Antonio Scallywag that took digs at him in the past. The probe revealed that the account, which had a phony profile picture of a random man, was linked to Patel's personal information. Investigators allege Patel used the profile between October 2002 and May 2024. That's okay. I am now going to be Antonio Scallywag. There's so much racism in the world, folks, that we have to fake it. This is going to keep happening. Everything that you see that claims racism from now until November, it is immediately suspect. Especially, I love the ones when they draw swastikas, and it's not even the correct way to draw a swastika. It's like, you don't think a Nazi would know how to draw a swastika? It says you have to be verified to chat in the chat room. Yeah, you have to be subscribed. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Whether Democrat or Republican, such tactics should be unequivocally condemned by all who value integrity and accountability in politics. It is not a partisan issue, and good people of Fort Bend County should all be able to trust that when allegations are made, they are sincere. Hold on. So I am going to tweet this story. Hold on. Boom. Paste. Okay. I do want to look up Talal. I do want to get a picture of this guy. Can I save this? Save images. Pictures. Okay. Where to go? Where to go? There we go. Call it Antonio Scallywag. Let's see. Okay, people liking this stuff, I do appreciate it. But please retweet it. For those of you who've reposted this, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the show, Conspiracy Kitty. Here, let me push that back. And we'll go back to solo mode. So Conspiracy Kitty is here. He's here to push all of his conspiracies, like racist Republicans, right? Right, Conspiracy Kitty, racist Republicans. That's what you're mad about today. Gotta pack up. I'm not gonna pay Elon Musk anything. He's rich enough. Oh yeah, if you're okay, yeah, Twitter does have things, but you can still. So I believe in the post of the live, you can still comment. In the live itself, yeah, I think you have to be verified, which I'm verified, so I can. But I think you can, like, when you click on the live and it shows the live, you can comment there, or there's the tweet of the live. I think you can comment to that. So yeah, it's a little bit dumb. I get it. How's it going, Conspiracy Kitty? Got anything for us? Yeah. Did you see that the CIA admitted that remote viewing is both possible? That's it. Here. Let's see. Well, he's in the way of my keyboard now, so. But yeah, the CIA admitted that remote viewing is real and possible. So start remote viewing, people. Yeah, if you join the Discord server, post all the links. They do. I'm just horrible about going onto my my Discord. So USA Today with some quality stories today. I do appreciate them. Oh, speaking of harassment, let's talk about another story with harassment. Let's see what this one is. General Hospital says racism has no place after Tabyana Ali speaks out on online harassment. Tabyana Ali, who plays Trina Robinson on the ABC soap opera, opened up in a series of X posts about the hate she's received from other social media users. Anyone that hates me, it's absolutely fine. Um, General Hospital seemingly addressed Ali's revelation in the statement. Okay, well, show the hate. She took to X to address the alleged harassment she's faced on social media. We cannot be feeding people's hate. We cannot give it back. Um, I have all my Minecraft. I'm not into Minecraft. I need to learn more about it. My son loves it. Addressing her detractors directly, Ali continued, "I'm sorry. This is the way you feel. Um, you girl, shine. Okay. So they're not showing the racist tweets. So that makes me, again, like I just said, skeptical. From now until November, because there's going to be people. Oh, we were talking about health sellers earlier. From now until the election, every claim of racism is immediately suspect, because there are people who try to use racism to gain political favor and try to score political points. So again, until I see the racist tweets, I'm not believer. I'm not gonna believe her. Sorry. There's been too many, as we've already seen today, too many hoaxes. Maybe it was. Has she looked up? Is it Anthony Scallywag? Is that who was tweeting? uh, she, um, another good story. Wow, there's some good stories today. Smollett syndrome, yeah. Uh, a potty mouth parrot is up for adoption. 300 people came forward for the cursing contour. His language is pretty colorful and definitely not suitable for children, according to the animal shelter trying to find him a new home. Pepper, a white-fronted Amazon, was picked up by Niagara SPCA Friday from its former home in Lockport, New York, about 31 miles northeast of Buffalo. The shelter that has him in custody wants to find him a forever home that can handle his ahem needs. Bringing home a cursing contour might seem like a fun idea until Pepper offends Grandma's Tuesday night knitting group. On the bright side, if you want to keep unannounced company from dropping in, adopt Pepper. They'll think twice about being cussed up by your new fall mouth friend. We need to get a Marine Corps unit to adopt this adopt this parrot so he can learn some new cuss words. Lewis said the dog didn't listen to his owner much, so the owner would ask the dog, "Do you want me to kick your expletive?" And now Pepper has picked up the phrase. That's not that bad. The shelter is also trying to rehome 6 parakeets. The older woman, okay, I don't care about the shelter's social media channel. This bird belongs to a veteran. Can we make this the official spokesman of a VA hospital? Imagine going in and the bird's like, "Want me to kick your ass?" I pick a personality trait and I kind of run with it. Lewis told Pepper it was his potty mouth that kind of tickled me, and I thought it was kind of fun. That's hilarious. Can we donate this bird? Someone please get this bird and donate it to the 29 Palms G8 Hal Sellers. Take get this bird, have it delivered to him, and when maybe then this bird will remind him not to attack people. So then you get your ass kicked, because that's what happened to Hal Sellers. He wanted to attack me and he got his ass kicked. Someone pick up this bird and deliver it to him, to his office, and be like, here you go, you've got a new mascot. That's funny. That is funny. Here's a feel-good story. Watch as a baby moose trapped in Alaska saved as its mother watches. Okay, we don't want the ad. Come on, play. Once this ad goes by, I'll full screen this so you guys can watch it. Where do you think that bird should be the mascot of? Should be a military unit, a VA, or the G8 of McCagsey 29 Palms. Okay. White moose. Spotted moose. Okay. Is that it? Okay. So I guess that's it. I didn't see it trapped in the lake. Okay. Ooh, good safety tip. Here's what to do if you get stung by a jellyfish. Do not pee on your friend. Most things are by chance, usually accidentally step on it. Okay, it can be painful. You can have allergic reactions. Yeah, rinse the stain with seawater. Use tweezers to remove the tentacles. Soak the affected area in hot but not scalding water, 110 to 130 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes. Apply 0.5% to 1% hydrocortisone cream or ointment twice a day. Take ibuprofen or related painkillers. You're no fun. Yeah, vinegar is much better. Do not pee on your friend. Great white buffalo. So yeah, that's what to do if you are stung by a jellyfish. That's the official things. Don't pee on people. It's not like, oh, now I get a chance to finally pee on my friends. Let's see, got 102 people here. 94 of you guys are on X. 8 of you are in YouTube. Please retweet, like, share, subscribe. I do appreciate it. Comment. I appreciate the comments. As we were talking earlier, on Twitter, retweeting and commenting helps. On Facebook, commenting helps. And also liking helps on Facebook. For YouTube, liking, subscribing, and commenting, those all help on YouTube. On Twitter, liking just don't help that much. Subway adds another foot-long mile. So okay, I think we pretty much did the news to death. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? SEAL team, I was stung over 1,000 times by a jellyfish while on a dive. Ooh, that sucks. Why is this not focus on me? Come on, there we go. VA, not service related. Sorry. Is it in your medical record? Do you have any record of it? Because you can appeal that. You can appeal it. I don't know what lasting effects you'd have. You could probably tell me more about that. But Yeah, you can appeal anything that they deny. You can appeal it. Just you have to be able to link it to something. Excuse me. And this cat is still laying here. Oh, that was a joke. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I did hear about Willie Mays. Say, hey, kid. It's okay. Not not all the jokes can be winners. I do bad jokes every day. In fact, I get Tommy Karate, who he sends me hate mail every time I post one of my military dad jokes. I'm shocked he didn't see the one that I posted the other day. It's almost 8:30, guys. We've been doing this for quite some time. I think I'm going to go ahead and start ending the stream. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Definitely later on today. Chris Stockton, he's got his Chatting with Sasquatch, so that's up 4 p.m. Eastern. I will be retweeting that out. He is on YouTube. He also streams on Rumble. I'm going to get my Rumble. I got to set that up with Restream. But check out his show. Don't know what he'll be talking about or who his guest will be, but good show. I've retweeted his stuff before. Good guy. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we go? We're getting into the final bits of the show here.
Holy Jesus! What is that?
Yeah, so some good stuff happening. Good stuff happening. I'll be around today if you need me. Do have the day off. It's Juneteenth, so I'll be doing stuff around the place. We'll talk about anything and everything. Yeah, that's Chris is definitely a show kind of like mine. It's just kind of a free movement, but it is a good show, and he does do a good job, and he helps people just as we try to here. Got to go load up the camper. We're going camping till Sunday afternoon. Very nice. We talked about camping. I don't know if we're going to this weekend. Maybe. But that's all I got for you folks today. I'm going to go ahead and end things up. Thank you for joining us. Please go to VeteranNationFoundation.com. Buy some merchandise. Get yourself a Veterans Before Illegals coffee mug or t-shirt. And a portion of everything comes back to us to help veterans. So please get yourself something. And as usual, thank you for being worth serving.